Update 1 on Cyclone Helen, the Indian Ocean's newest storm, with wind speeds currently of 60 miles per hour sustained and an air pressure of 985 millibars right now. Its current position is 15.4 degrees north, 84.0 degrees east in the Bay of Bengal, not too far off the eastern coast of India. And the storm is likely to make landfall there in about 2 days' time. It is moving fairly slowly at the moment, and that's likely to remain the case as it moves towards the west and then grazing the coast of Andhra Pradesh for a while before eventually making landfall as a weak tropical storm as it appears at the moment. Sustained winds of over 60 miles per hour are possible in parts of the region, Andhra Pradesh in particular. Flooding is also a possibility, possibly even for a wider area as well than the landfall zone. So we could see some inclement conditions occurring as a result of this storm. Looking at the current sea surface temperatures, fairly conducive where the storm is right now. Temperatures of around 27 to 28 degrees Celsius, certainly enough to sustain tropical cyclone development, though what will probably weaken the storm eventually is land interaction. We could see a peak just shy of hurricane status, maybe even reaching hurricane force winds. We'll see about that. So let's look at the computer models. The CMC takes a storm into India, obviously, but has another storm forming after that. That's Invest 92W right now in the Western Pacific, moving over Thailand and then moving into the Andaman Sea, where it looks like it will develop and possibly be a threat to India and Bangladesh. The GFS model also has something similar, but a more westward storm, possibly affecting the coasts of Andhra Pradesh and Odisha in India as it moves towards the north. Looks like a fairly intense storm as well, so that's something to watch over the next few days. But right now, this is Helen, the latest satellite imagery. You can see it's moving a little bit towards the north at the moment, almost stalled you could say, but you can see it appears to be developing not too badly, possibly tightening up there as well, so we could see some more strengthening on the way. And indeed the forecast calls for a peak of 70 miles per hour. We could see a minimal hurricane equivalent storm out of this in the next 12 to 24 hours before land interaction affects it. With regards to effects on land, you can see some of the conditions associated with the storm are moving over the coast of India, so we could be seeing some heavy rain over there already, especially towards the north of the storm. Further towards the west, where the landfall location is likely to be, not seeing too much going on there just yet, but that's likely to change over the next few hours or maybe a little bit longer than that. So looking at the world tropics right now, November the 20th, Melissa has just turned a tropical in the Atlantic, I believe, to the southeast of Newfoundland, and we also have Helen, of course, Cyclone Helen, and Invest 92W, which I mentioned earlier, which is just about to move over the Malay Peninsula and then enter the Andaman Sea, which is on the eastern periphery of the Bay of Bengal, and could develop into a storm over there too. This is the Indian Ocean right now. You can also see an area of interest towards the far southeast of your picture there, Invest 90S, which is in the southern Indian Ocean, not too far from the coast of India, Indonesia rather, in between Indonesia and Australia. So 2013 compared right now, it's the 15th busiest season on record in the North Indian Ocean, though the record doesn't go back that long. The reliable record, at least 5 tropical storms, 1 category 1 cyclone or above, and 1 major cyclone, which is category 3 intensity or above so far this year. You can track this storm at the website force13.com/stormtracking.html is the main page for all the storm tracking information. You can also find us elsewhere on the web at Facebook and Twitter. Just search Force 13 on either of those mediums and you should find us fairly easily enough. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like me to reply to directly, you can do so by private message over YouTube or by the contact form on the Force 13 website, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. The next update on this storm will probably follow, if necessary, late tonight, but failing that, stay up to date on the website where we'll have all the updates as the storm makes landfall. But until the next update, that's all for now.